The rumor drum is rattling, the rumor rat is peaking, and it sure seems like a Nintendo Direct is around the corner. September 6th is the date that keeps getting mentioned, Gabe. It would be just a couple of days from now that Nintendo is ready for a big Direct after multiple Nindies presentations and a Dragalia Lost mobile presentation. This all originated because of a leaker named Laws18. He played the Smash Bros. E3 demo a day before and leaked information on that, and now he's saying that a Direct is coming. Is he accurate? Is he reliable? I don't really know. People have questioned his credibility and said, hey, he only played because of an employee, not because of some serious connection. There's a lot of people piggybacking off of this, tons of people saying September 6th, and a lot of leakers just kind of trying to either become notable leakers or get in with their predictions. But where there's smoke, there's usually fire. Remember that time where there was quite literally fire on all of Nintendo's tweets? So I definitely think this has to be happening soon.
Yeah, we all expect it, right? So all of these leakers trying to make their name from it is sort of something I'm not paying attention to very much. At some point, I would love to make a video about like just leakers and the mentality and what they gain from all of this, but that's a separate discussion. Right now, is a Direct coming this month? Probably. Very, very likely. It seems like Nintendo has, on purpose, not told us what's happening for the rest of the year. We know the big games that are coming. We're fully aware of those. But what about everything else? I don't think we go into the fall with, 3 major games and not a whole lot else. Yes, third party's still coming. We have Dark Souls being released. We have Diablo coming with a very unspecified date that we would probably get announced at a Direct. I know that Warframe is still coming this year. Maybe that's going to be a surprise drop for the Direct. I've always thought that that's what's going to happen with that game, that the next time there's a big major Direct where they can mention it, is they're going to surprise drop it. So there's a lot to be revealed still, and like you said, smoke, fire usually go hand in hand here. I think a Direct is imminent. I don't know if it happens, on the 6th, the way they're saying, but I definitely think it happens sometime this month. Maybe even the 6th. I'm not saying it's not happening, but yeah, what do you think?
They have almost always done a September Direct. There's been one year where they skipped out, but it just is sort of the right month to prep the engines and alert the fan base before the holiday season and before the fall games release. As you mentioned, we do know the major stuff. There's no surprises there, but there are gaps to fill, and there are more titles that could be released. And we felt like since E3, there would be this thing soon. There was big rumors of an August Direct, and that happened with the Smash presentation, but it did not reveal anything beyond. So when do we find out, as you mentioned, some of these dates, maybe more third-party inclusions, and perhaps that New Super Mario Bros. Rumored deluxe package, will that be announced and revealed? It seems like that would be fitting. They have typically done these in the first half of the month. We know that online is coming in the second half of the month, so if they wanted to discuss anything with their new service, it would behoove them to do it early. I like the date of September 6th. Thursday's a good day. It's before Spider-Man. You kind of get out ahead of that, and it would then allow them to lay the groundwork for whatever they've got going on maintenance-wise the following week, and then eventually that online launch. But let's suppose that this is going to happen. To me, it would be very odd if Nintendo did not have a Direct this month. They do have a really incredible lineup with Mario Party, Pokemon, and Smash, but let's figure out what else could be there. Online details, Gabe. They have been borderline apprehensive to tell us exactly what's going on with this service. We know that there are NES games. We know they have online play. We know that there's cloud saves. And we know that not every game is going to need this to enjoy multiplayer. Do they kind of do a blowout, or are there really just no more details to share?
They don't want to share. It's like they've been tweeting the same thing for months and months and months. And even as early as maybe 7 minutes ago, they continue to tweet about this without adding any new information. They keep saying, hey, it's happening this month. At some point, they're going to run out of days in the month. So at some point, this thing just needs to be out. I don't know if the online service is something that you really need to detail in a Direct. Maybe. I can see why, if you have like a cool like surprise for what the next wave of games is going to be, that you're going to provide for people that are, going to be excited for that, because we know what the early ones are going to be. And it's safe to say that there's not anything like terribly exciting, at least for us. It's a lot of NES games, but the revelation of SNES games coming, that could be like something that's really cool. And I think we know what we need to know about it. You're gonna need to pay. You're gonna be able to play online. You're gonna get some like small discounts, and you're gonna be able to do cloud saves. Like, what else do you like really need? Maybe they don't need more details. The only thing they need is a date. So maybe they'll give us a date during this direct. Who knows?
Yeah, it would be nice if there were a few other features to go alongside the launch apps. Anyone apps, that would be nice. Or maybe just giving the full list of the NES games. I don't know that they drop SNES games right away, although that would be a great feel-good move for people to fork over the few bucks that it costs. I think saying like, hey, they're coming, early next year, or whatever date they want to pick for that, that would be really, really, really nice. But you're right, they could just say, hey, it's coming this date, boom, that's it. I absolutely, Gabe, if we want to go like sort of from highest probability to lowest, I absolutely think a new Smash Brothers character is unveiled. It's a great time to do it. The game has more characters. Sakurai has been killing it, and why not do it once more?
Do you have a prediction? Sorry to put you on the spot like this. For maybe what character would be, or maybe not even specifically what characters, like what tier of a character, right? There's been that rumor about a Microsoft inclusion for a very long time, something Minecraft related, is something that people keep going back to. What do you think? What do you think the character would be? Do you think that's what we're getting? Do you think it's going to be something completely different in third party? What are your thoughts on that?
I think this one will be Nintendo based. Right now, the discourse all centers around Skull Kid and Isaac, and I don't know if either of them are going to be a part of the plan. We saw the background references in Sakurai's last appearance. There was the purple and the yellow, and some people associated that with Majora's Mask and the different textures as they previously linked those to the King K. Rool reveal. So if that's the case, cool. We had the weird cryptic Sakurai tweet that looked like a Golden Sun battle. So I think either of those would, one, be awesome inclusions. They would be heavily enjoyed by fans. I would personally prefer Skull Kid over Isaac, although getting Golden Sun back into the fray would be fun because maybe it brings the franchise to the forefront and we get a Switch version at some point. That would be cool. But I also would put a lot of faith into a Pokemon reveal. It seems like getting Incineroar or someone along those lines would be good. If I had to make a bet, I would probably go there.
Yeah, that all sounds really good. And I'm not super sure that we get a Smash character. I mean, I hope we do. But I'm not as sure about it as you are. I'm still a little apprehensive, and I think they've shown so much Smash recently that maybe they want to hold off on that. But I hope you're right. I hope we get new characters every single month up until the game releases. That'd be really cool. But one other thing, Zach, third parties. What are we thinking about that? Because we know Dark Souls is coming. We have a date for that. We know that Diablo is coming. We do not have a date for that. But beyond that, I struggle to think of too many other titles coming this fall that are big third-party additions. We know that Warner Brothers is going to put out their Lego games. I know the Supervillains game is looking pretty cool, and all that stuff comes to Switch, and that's great. But what else? Do you think that Diablo and Dark Souls are going to be what's holding down third-party this holiday season?
I don't know that we get a Diablo 3 date, just because I feel like Blizzard would want to push that at BlizzCon, and that's later on. And, Diablo as a December title maybe makes sense. Is there something sort of lurking that could be bigger, another third-party inclusion? I would have to say yes. I feel like there's got to be. Remember, Dark Souls was not slated for this quarter at all. This time of year, it was not supposed to be here. And while that is like, yay, it's finally coming out, I feel like a lot of the enthusiasm has died down there. So you're really looking at, really, really, really old Dark Souls and really, really, really old Diablo at this point. Do you have something that has a little bit more hype behind it? Obviously, I'm excited to play both of those, but it would be great if they did give us something more modern. I'm not even saying like a day-and-date release, but maybe it's some port or collection of recent releases, or maybe they have something brand new to reveal. We've got Starlink coming from Ubisoft. Do not forget that one, Gabe, with the Star Fox inclusion. We do need a date for Elder Scrolls Legends, although I think that is something that just gets maybe a small mention or perhaps a press release from Bethesda independently. I do hope, though, that they would take this time to say, hey, we've got something besides these games from a decade ago.
Yeah, and to be clear, we know that there are other third-party games coming. Like, I'm actually pretty excited for Dragon Ball Fighters. But we're talking more about the fall because that's what we imagined that this Direct would focus on.
Right. I still think Nintendo titles get a solid mention. I wouldn't be surprised if that Smash reveal, maybe it's a Pokemon character that comes immediately after a new Let's Go trailer. I know you don't think it, but some new Mario Party information would be cool. They have given us a lot, but maybe detailing the online mode more specifically and kind of tying them into the online service. I don't know. I think there's absolutely going to be a segment. They've done a lot of Smash. Your big two games are Pokemon and Mario Party. I think something needs to be said about either of those to continue to build momentum for their eventual releases.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me by any means. I just feel like they've shown so much of that game, including the full roster at this point, and the game is just a month away. It's not very far. And you're right, it probably does get a mention. It's something they want to push, but I just hope that they don't focus too much on it because I feel like we know everything we need to know about that game. There's going to be a ton of minigames. It's going to be a really good fun. We know the rosters, so just, leave that aside.
Online mode. Yeah. Online could be nice.
We know
reveal.
that it's going to be very limited. It's not the full experience, so even that, don't rain on our parade too much. Let us experience that for ourselves. That's my hope, at least. Who knows?
Right. I do think that Mario game gets revealed here. There's been just so much around that. To me, it would be more fun if it was like a Wonderful 101 port or Mario Maker, but it looks like it's going to be a new Super Mario Bros. Thing. I just hope that there's enough new content to make that exciting if that does come to fruition. It's not looking like a brand new game, but a repackaging of the Wii U content. Give us something cool, whether it's new levels set in the Odyssey universe or new playable characters, a bunch more challenges. I just hope that they add content to make that feel deluxe, as has been the rumored title there. Do you think we get any more DLC? We know that we've got the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 stuff coming, but do you think any other first-party titles get the downloadable content treatment?
I wonder if the ship has sailed on Super Mario Odyssey, like full-on DLC that isn't just outfits and stuff. Mm-hmm. Kingdoms would be nice, but I think that's just a pipe dream at this point. The thing that does make sense, and the thing that we probably will see, is Splatoon 2. That game continues to thrive in its existence. It's one of their more successful games as well, and there's awesome new content being added all the time. Maybe another big, significant update is due, right? They can do some cool stuff with Salmon Run. We've seen data miners talk about certain things that we won't get into here, I guess. But there seems to be something coming for that game, so maybe that's something that they show as well.
Yes, they could do that. They could discuss DLC for some of their upcoming games. That has been done previously. I don't think, again, it's Smash related, but it'll be interesting to see if there is any sort of DLC for Mario Party or Pokemon. I guess Pokemon would be a real odd one, and maybe they let that thing lie and exist as it has, but it would be nifty if they decided to delve down that road. I do think there will be some Splatoon to mention, and on the topic of first-party games and DLC, maybe the character for Smash is finally Springman. Maybe we do get the ARMS representation that I have been hoping for. I think that would be a nice directive. The focal points were, hey, tout the upcoming lineup, reveal this Mario game, discuss some new third-party stuff in the form of dates or hopefully a few new reveals, give us a Smash newcomer to close out the show, and then tell us when the online's launching, because that's got to be... maybe that's the surprise drop game. Hey, guess what? Now you got to pay.
All right, well, Zach, here. I just connected a few dots in my head, right? Because I feel that Splatoon is one of the games that people are going to pay online for, right? Mm-hmm. Mario Kart, also one of those. Maybe can we talk about the deleted tweet? Are we allowed? Yeah, they put that up themselves. We can absolutely talk about that. Nintendo tweeted something Mario Kart related. They took it down. Had to do with Fortnite. Maybe that gets introduced during this direct. So my thinking here, and I'm going long, is that they're going to announce cool stuff for existing games that is very online focused, that will incentivize people to go get the online, go pay it, basically. So a bunch of new Splatoon stuff. We got some cool new Mario Kart stuff, things of that nature to incentivize those. I think that's what a big focal point should be, at least.
Do not forget Labo. There's rumors of a fourth Labo pack. The vehicle pack has been revealed and trailered and all that stuff. But goodness gracious, could we get another one? Could they keep the cardboard chaos cooking into the final months of the year? I don't know. It's been rumored that it's like the one with a zapper. I think that could be exciting. And honestly, the vehicle pack looks okay. It's not going to be for us, but it does look like they are trying to expand and improve and sort of build out the ideas that they started with Toy-Con 1 and the robot kit. So look, they've got a lot to discuss. There's a bunch of options to make this a really good showing, and I think it'll be one of the most exciting directs. I think the Smash Direct set the bar super high in terms of 2018 presentations, but if they do deliver on new information and a few surprise titles, they said they have more games. Diablo 3 qualifies, but I feel like there's still a few things that they have up their sleeve.
I have one last prediction. This is coming out of nowhere, and this is not going to make sense. I think we hear about Yoshi. It's not coming this year. We know that. But it's going to be early next year. I don't know why. Yeah. I just started like, hey, Yoshi. So, I don't know why, but...
A new Fire Emblem trailer. I like that.
Mark my words, Yoshi. Fire Emblem 2? Yeah. Again, not being released this year, we're aware. But they'll give us more information, maybe a name of the game or a new trailer. Like, that game's gone dark. And they're not going to have a ton of other opportunities to highlight it. So... Yeah.
Early 2019 Direct would be probably the place for the blowout, but yeah, for right now, that would be. I feel like people completely forgot about that. He has just gone completely into the background, and
trying
so bringing
to
him
fix
out,
his tax problem, Zach. Don't worry about it.
Goodness gracious! All right, guys and girls, let us know when you think this Direct is and what will be the focal points in the comments down below. We'd love to hear your predictions, thoughts, and theories. I think this one's coming, and hopefully we can give you a legit date and day and then discuss when it does happen soon. In the meantime, everyone, make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest and greatest from the Switch and whatever super cool stuff Nintendo hopefully has behind their doors. Follow us on Twitter and Discord for up-to-the-minute updates and discussions with us and a whole bunch of other cool Nintendo fans like you. For myself and Gabe, until next time, have a fantastic day. Thanks so much. Switch Force out.